Hi guys, and welcome to Piano and Keyboard Artist, where we discuss the artists related to pianos, keyboards and synthesizers. My friends, I'm very proud of this channel. I'm very proud of what we've cultivated and what we've achieved. And this spills over not only from YouTube, but also onto Facebook, Patreon, and all the other platforms where we have the Vaughn brand spreading to. And I want to say, as always, I'm so grateful to you for being here. Now, a lot of the content on this channel since day one has been inspired by you. In fact, I would say that 80%, if not more, of all the content that I release on this channel is based on your feedback and the interactions I get from you. And I'm happy to say that I have learned so much from this channel. As I hope you've learned from me. I love the fact that I get corrected when I'm wrong. And keeping in line with this channel, if you've been with me from the past, you will know that this is not one of those channels where I talk and you listen. I really want you to feel that you're sitting in a room with me and talking to me. Because if you met me in person, and those of you who have met me will know that I'm exactly like this. As I am on this channel, and that's important to me, is just that personal connection. And that brings me to the topic of this video, which keeps in line with the interaction, the one-on-one interaction and the community-based vibe, which I've tried very hard to cultivate since day one. And I'm starting a 3-part series now on the most outstanding electronic music frontman of all time. Wow, that's quite a title. And in order for this series to go ahead, I need your feedback, as I do on most of my videos. So how this is going to work is, on this first part, I'm going to invite you to leave in the description below. I want you to leave 5 names of male artists which you would think, which you, in your opinion, are the most outstanding electronic music frontmen of all times. Now, after this series, I will do one on female artists, but for now, we're going to be doing the most outstanding male frontman in electronic music history. So in the description below, leave 5 names. And also, when you leave the name, give a reason why. So your suggestion may look something like this. Number 1, Vaughn from Depeche Mode. Reason being his energy, his charisma, he's very good looking, you know, whatever you want to say. And then you might say, number 2, Andy Bell from Erasure, flamboyant, entertaining. You might say Gary Newman, number 3, and give your reasons why. But remember, this is not an 80s electronic music poll. This is open to all electronic artists, you know, from the beginning. And I think a lot of people think that this is an 80s channel. This is not an 80s channel. We do talk about a lot of 80s music on this channel, but that is also mainly because of the reason that we pay homage to a lot of the early synthesizer pioneers who happen to come from the 80s. But for this video, for this exercise, leave 5 names that you think are the best front men in electronic music history. As I say, I'm thinking Gary Newman, I'm thinking Vaughn, Andy Bell from Erasure. I'm even thinking of Keith from Prodigy. You know, there are so many names, and it's going to be fascinating. Now, this video will be up for 3 weeks, and then once a 3-week period has gone by, my admin team and I will go through all the comments. We will then read all the comments, and from all the names that you guys have left, we will create a poll. I will then release a second video, which will be called The Greatest Electronic Music Frontman of All Times. Place your vote now. And then in that video, there'll be a link. You will be then directed to a page where you can actually vote. This is where it gets interesting, because then based on your votes, I will then have the poll, and I will then be able to release the 3rd and final video in this series, which will be called The Most Outstanding Electronic Music Frontman in History, as voted for by you. And that video will allow me to do a countdown, starting from 10, counting down all the way to 1. Number 10, and then number 9. And with the countdown, it won't just be a countdown. It'll be a little, probably about an hour. You know, my videos are really long. It'll be like a countdown video where we'll say number 10, for instance, Fad Gadget, and then blah, blah, blah. And then number 9, and it'll be like a little mini documentary on each person as we count down and come to the number 1 slot. And of course, we will count down the top 10 as voted for by you. But there will also be a few honorable mentions that, you know, don't actually make it into the poll. But I think you get the gist of what I'm talking about. I think this is going to be very exciting and very interesting. So just to recap, for now, leave 5 names in the description below of the 5 male frontmen in electronic music history that you think are the most outstanding. And there are many. I think it's going to be a very interesting subject and a very interesting poll when we get to the end of it. And I cannot wait to hear your feedback and get the results. And that's all for now, my friends. Once again, if you've not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Also, I'm inviting you with open arms to join the Vaughn George Facebook group, which is a closed group. All the information is in the description below. Come and join us. Once again, my gratitude to you for those of you who have been here from the beginning. And if you've just come to this, I would like to invite you to join this community because, you know, there are YouTube channels and there are YouTube channels, and I just don't think there is any channel like this one. Call me biased, but I love what we do here. Thank you so much, my friends. I look forward to seeing you in the next video, or on the Facebook group, or in the Patreon page. Adios.